ke a go le fedishitse ke lapile. Nna ke nna Moswane Mafule Molen, gomme ke nna Secretary General ya Faculty of Best Advisory. Re swareditše dibotseng ka se le botše sephiri sa lekolo. Le tlo ipshina, le tlo ya ka gae le rutegile. Jwale before ke tsena ka re ga ditaba ka re ditaba di ne le beng ba tsona. Ke nyaka gore ke kgopele moruti a re rute a re begele go ba bagolo magodimo le badimo ba rena ba tsebe gore re kae re tlo riang lekolo. Jwale ke tlo gopela Michael Moswane a le mo a le go ntsha a re opelele Nkosi Sinkeleli re epele le yena napile Patrick le goro a tle ka mo pele a tla a re rapele la re bulele mojiro ka thapelo. Patrick le goro Nkosi Sinkeleli. Nkosi Sinkeleli Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay, Alpha Omega, Marana, Koshia Pilo, the last part of Saga Vipukovic, Rabao, Pocante, Molefilone, Potama, Abrana Papaneo, Koshia the Killing, Ralevo, Tauveler Renamo, Molefilum, Waranao, of a Faculty of Best Advisories. Marnauli career estimation, mighty God, we invite your spirit because we know when you are there, everything is going well, mighty God. We pray in the name of Jesus Christ. We hope you are not going to go to the function of the military. There are Ziva or Carly Farm, Arema, Tawana, maybe a Satan, Katanakabari, Retushasuagas against Savala, Ravana, Mata, Kalikara Shabala, Muzawari, Nakoshima, Tawatari, Ziva, or Kotuela. The doctorate engineer moments over in a camera career estimation. There are two chevaliers now, Gassapelli, Lucam, Caracopella, Trajo, Jahai, or Moncalina, then a manta, then a Catamara, and to our next Christopher. Amen.
Our Ralevo Bilho, Mela, Wafon, our Chachilla Majajiba, engineers, Illich doctor, Agribanamaka. Grale, la Saturday, la Olivala Metric. So, get off Bella, will let you walk Vujula, Wolele last Chabore. Ata Abulele, Faculty of Best Advisory, Deputy President, Diarena, at the Abu Lema Fashion the Holo. Abe a hlahla gore na ge re le mo legolo re tlile ka baka la mokgatlo o berekela go setšhaba ka mokgwa mofuta mang. So ke gopela boledi o re mmitša go the solution of our social issues mo Faculty of Best Advisory. Boledi.
Making now Calabaresha, kidnap lady Casreto, come up with Pasha Pilan and Pichacaona. Kidna deputy chairperson FBA, Faculty of Best Advisory, ke rata go le leboga ka moka ba le kgonong go fitlha moki le ba ba sego tseleng ba tla no fitlha ba tla re swara pele le kgono we are gathered here today because of a career exhibition that is compiled by the Department of Education. Re lebiditse mo le kgono gore re tle re le rute about different careers, and then we want to file application forms so that le ka tsala ba le excuse ya gore nna se ka apply ka gore a sa ka ba le form di form di re tlo fa tsona, and then ra lamogela as Faculty of Best Advisory re le mogahlo we leng gore we are aiming at improving our community. The knowledge of this community needs to be improved. The information is not there. We are trying to build up your structure sales, how to share information to you, how to change our situation about education and all that. We normally know that Thabampshe from 5 so Mandela Faculty of Best Advisory try our change that mindset, try our kata chain we are because of finances, because of another grade form, because of another information, register career exhibition, or ones and twos, and then Nazarene Church. Le kgono le kirtlang ke Nazarene Hall le ge lo ratse ba ke kereke skela tshoga la go tse re tlo re rawa le bileng pelo tsa lena le phuthuloge a go dimpia ke ka kerekeng ka se re tlamile dimpia ka mo cycle ka mo ki a di bona la ga botse mara mo le first rail ka lebella go ne di toilet tse 2 go ka mo cycle then le tla shumisha jona, and then ga re ne le di toilet ka mo sekolong le tla shumisha le jona, then re ne tanka shiki mo itse metse le ka se ano la fetja le tla nwa ka mo go le shielana ba le go ga for ba bona moki
ya le bole tutsi mo bolela o buletse ka moka ke re la go go ra go senya gore ke tla le letse mara ke kola bolela ka something so important or ke education gore ngwana wa mogala le mogekolo ka ga mo go ba di kgomo fela a tla be doctor o ka se be doctor go so a tsena sekolo, o ka se be a nurse go so a tsena sekolo, o ka se be engineer go so a tsena sekolo. Bele batho ba le go mo ke batlo go le hlahla ke di professionals ba ba shetse ba bereka ba ba shetse ba university. So ke a tseba gore ke a tshepa le gono bophelo jwa go tlo change forever ka baka la gore go tlishetša tše le gore Thabampshe ke bona le gono gape re ngwala history ka boswa is for the first time ever go ba le career exhibition ya mokuto. Ke tlo gopela o le gore ke HOD ya education ka mo Faculty of Best Advisory ke mosejwaje koro ena o sebosha setšhaba o tlisha information o a re sebela koro o tlo le sebela o tlo le informa about gore le gono go riega mosejwaje we go gopela o tlo ba go tšeta ba tše di bose tše dinaga di hloka go bona ba le go le mahlatse ba le bona tšo ke a leboga.
I hope lang but na ke ne voice mara tlang ba ya na ke ne pele ke le HOD ya Faculty of Best Advisors. Kitlo le botsa purpose ya this event there is really whole, which is career exhibition. Here re tlo le thuša go discover di career paths tša lena, re le botsa information ka di different universities, colleges and faculties le di career paths tše le gore le ka di followa. Re tlo ba re le student or le moki ba ile gore already ba shetse ba le di universities le di ske la tšhaba go ba ngwathongwatha le ba botšiša di-questions maybe ka no kry e le gore go ne lo e le gore o nyako followa same career e le gore le ena wa e dira kwa city, so ska tšhaba go mokgwathakgwatha wa mmotšiša gore go nyakegang di-requirements tše e le gore di a nyakega gore o tlo kgone go qualifya for that certain career. Gape ke tlo le botsa le ka online application ke e leng gore Mogaya sure aka asanga ka internet cafe. Online application ki apply online or internet cafe, then was search the coaches the modinally the website data the different universities. We go search a website ya then wa search online application we long apply online. Yeah, the university doing online application ya bona ke mahala. So you don't have to pay the 200 JK ki mahala for free. And magape ke tlo botsa di Facebook page. Diversity je ka mokana di di Facebook page. And ya tseba gore la di like Facebook page tsa mo Facebook aka. Ona le bo mapiatla masemola o search university page ye le yona wa like o like a ya mapiatla masemola le yona you be like o tlo kry information ke mo le go rata go update o tsebo re go namela o ya le ba gomo o tsela already ba tlo go botsa gore di form di publish di tswile then o tlo gona go namela wa ya le ba gomo ya apply online. And I have to look the financial aid. The financial aid is the NSFAS, the Edu loan, the bursaries, the loan to shop, the school fees, or city, the journal online, then we apply. I only school. You want the NSFAS, Sebastian Poena, no passa, or meet the requirements or then you are going to apply. But accept. King Rapekedi, one more from one first choice, second choice, I will apply. She say, Yamatumi on your body, dear elaborate. So, kill advice our let's get if you choose a first choice, which is say maybe electrical engineering. Also, second choice is chemical engineering because you get department in A1. Obviously, accepted for the first choice. The second choice you can see qualify and meet the requirements. So what I saw first choice electrical engineering. Second choice, we choose from other faculties like healthy, art, humanities, or if I so qualify for the first choice, I will accept the second choice. So I think I've said enough. Feeling at home, we'll teaching the question, cushy information.
Ya gola gore o ka re le ka fofa ka mogole thabileng ka gona ke a le bona ebile le dia so gore wa laetša gore re shetse re tuka mollo re tswela pele go bona nna faculty ke a e rata gore ke mokgatlo mongwe wa go tliša dilo tše di botse mo Thabampshe nkebe ke le lena gore nkebe ke tlo no emiša matsogo ka re thank you very much mara se nna lena le tlo gore thank you a re le gausi le go fetša ka ga marumangwate go ne le internet le no ya ka dinao la apply online wa bona kwa tshiring karacheng o ne le internet le no namela ka 10 ranta la go ka 10 ranta la apply online batho ba le ba bereka ka ba tlo le thusha gore la apply jong online le di bursary application form tse bona ka ga marumangwate re di tlogetse o no ya wa photocopy wa tla wa apply wa tsena sekolo o gola wa bona ene gore le tlo passa ka distinction ka moka jwale ke nya gore a ba bolela ka university o la mosejoji ke nya gore Mona Lisa no gane a tla re hlatle ka di college gore college mo tsena jwang kana mo le gore e fapana le jwang university re gopela Mona Lisa one of the most vibrant individuals in this organization gore wa mahlahla no gana ka se lume mara ke no gana
in a deputy HOD agriculture. nna ke tla no le botsa ka di-college gonore if aswaya university is not the end of your life. Go na le di-college ka montle and they are different. Re na le 3 differences of colleges: training sectors colleges, public colleges, and private colleges. Mo di private colleges, obviously wa patella ntho le nngwe wa patella, and mo di public colleges ona o na le di bursary like the NSFAS, di different lo apply, o na le di accommodation, everything is for free, mara di qualification di no swana. Then mo di training sectors, you know, ba kataba di traffic, policies and army, all that stuff. Adinali college, we are straight mo di training. Adina go rona le sekolo sa yo. So mara di qualification le 121. Mo di public colleges at least have grade 9, we pass. And you sanjo we itba go no mo di college le di university ntwe sona go pass ka 50%. So my advice to you go no go should you pad like 30% mo di high school, make sure you work hard ke a leboga.
Ga leboga kharebe ya go ba leboga le jwanno gore o boletse the most important point ya gore o swantse go tlogane jwalo o leka go phasa ka 50%, se kwa re go phasa ka 39 wa re go tso passage mo sekolong ba le university le di college o phasa go tloga ka 50%, gore ra nwele le swantse le berekela go phasa ka di 70 wa go jina gore o kgone go fitla university. Ke ile ka kwa monno mongwe go bolela segware Thobela a re gore o kgone go tswela pele mo bophelong o swantse o be le tlhotlheletso wa bona, a re o swantse o be le tlhotlheletso jwale ke nya gore sogana le leng la go ema ka dinao le tle mo pele ga rena le no tlhotlheletsa ga nyane gore batho ba tsoga ba tsebe gore ba tletseng mo. Ke gopela ntate Ramaila rector a ipatametša a re for few minutes.
My name is Mandela. I schooled in Madriwan High School. From there, I went to University of Limpopo. I'm currently in University of Limpopo, Teflop campus. I'm doing education, which is teaching. I went in University of Limpopo in 2010, yeah, 2010. I went there at the University of Limpopo in 2010. Actually, after I have acquired my matriculate, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have anything. I didn't apply for any institution. All I have was just my exemption. Then I wake up after collecting that certificate. What am I going to do with this thing? What I did, I asked for 200 rand, I think, that time, to go to that 200 rand. I took it from my mom. He gave it to me. Arsan, what do you want to do with this 200 rand? I said to her, Mom, I want to go to school. Even if I don't know what I'm going to do, I want to go into school. I went to University of Limpopo. When I get there, I just found a lot of queues and queues and queues and queues. I should. That's a my line. That's a my. I was given a form, application form. I filled it. I submitted it. They give me a student card, student number. After that, I went back. I didn't receive any call. They said they will call me. They didn't call me. I went back again, asked for inquiry. Yet I didn't know what I'm going to do at the university with the degree that I want to do. When I get there, they said the only space that we have is in the Faculty of Humanity, School of Languages and Communication, which catered media, journalism, journalism, translation, and others. So, and I asked myself, what are these qualifications? What are the purpose of them in the society? They explained. Okay, I said, okay, should I go back? That because my main aim of going there I was looking for doing a degree in modeling. I wanted to do a modeling, so I thought of going back and take a gap year, or should I go back home or should I stay there? I decided to stay. I realized that education is the very important key. Even if I did not find what I wanted to do, but I want to do education. I registered with the institution of University of Limpopo. They accepted me. They give me everything. I registered. I did. I registered with that degree, media studies. The whole year, I was just like, is it the right course for me? Is it the right course for me? I just, throughout the year, I was just attending. And okay, this is not what I want to do. Then during the day, I was inspired by another guy who said, my man, go and take education. But why education? Okay, education is something that you can uplift your society. Help the children that you come from. Okay, I'm going to register with you. Then after, that's where I end up in education. I'm doing final year in education now. So my message to you, learners, secondary high school or grade 12 in general, I want you to take these forms and utilize it. Don't be afraid of coming to me and ask for information. We have, this group is for information. They provide information. The main aim is to provide information to you. So use that opportunity that one of us didn't have. Take this form, fill it, submit it, ask your mom at least 200 rand. He will give you. He knows the importance of education. We want you to be something. We want you to drive the Hammers. We want you to drive the Ferraris. We want to see the big house. We want to see the tower stories. Guys, you tell us this opportunity that you have. We have NS Fases, which is free. The government provides financial for you, freely. We have bursaries. A lot of companies are waiting for you. You go and align or friend yourself with books. Read and read. Stop rhetoric, stop meandering, and be a friend of a book. Limit time of social networking. Have a time for your books. They are very, very, very crucial. Education is very important. Education can unlock golden doors. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
If you know the why for, then you will never stop doing it. Why hence ke khopetse morutishi gore a tla le rute gore ke ka lebaka la eng sontle le tsena sekolo ka baka la gore ke a bona bontši la le mo mara le tse gore le tletseng. Sometimes we have to compromise and make decisions which will enable you to become liberated members of a society. Go ka mogo ge le bona batho ba go shoshogana ka se no tswela pele ge le se la theja re tlo tlisha motho a le thejiše la nkwishiša nna ke nyako bona ka mokana ga lena ba le lego mo tšatši le le nna metša mmoto ka mokana ga lena rena mo tlile mo ka baka la lena a se ratlela rena ko re nka thaba ga kuna ke tlo gopela department ya social issues ba tle ba renta re le program engwe le gore se phedišana le tšatši la legono gore le tle le rileng dipheto tša maleba gopela eureka le tšhogofatšo.
Hello. How are you? Yeah. Hello. How are you? Okay. I am the HOD for social issues. And as an HOD for social issues, obviously I have to interact a lot with people. So for this workshop, I need you guys to participate. I'm gonna ask questions. I need you guys to say yes and no. And if you don't agree with me, I need you to say, I don't agree. Right? Okay, so the social department within the FBA, like I said, what it does is it introduces to people and it gets to know what are your needs so that we may be able to help you guys with anything that you do need. Me and Cheo, she will be speaking about some of the aspects of this workshop. It is called decision making. Who here does grade 12? Raise your hands. Grade 12s? Oh, come on, I met grade 12s. Come on. I met grade 12s. Are you not sure you're doing grade 12? Metric. Metrics. Come on, I've met you. That is not all of you. Okay, thank you. Okay, most of the workshop is for metrics, but it is also for people who are not sure of what they're doing, of, you know, when you're in between, even though you're working, you're kind of like, but I don't like it, I want to be somewhere else. So that's also for you. And even if you finish metric, but you are not doing something, it's also for you. And those who are still, I wouldn't say younger, but are like not doing grade 12, grade 11, grade 10, you know, it's still for you because decision making, it is a skill that you need to acquire when you're a person in life, right? Right? Right. Okay, I was afraid you didn't agree because I value decision making. I've learned decision making has helped me a lot. Someone wrote, ambition without knowledge is like a boat on dry land. Does that make sense to anyone? Ambition without knowledge is like a boat on dry land. It makes sense. Alright, so I have, like everybody, you know when you want to be inspired, you look to people who have done things for themselves. Like for example, we got like to speak to us about his journey towards transitioning from high school to, you know, into a tertiary institution, especially in our environment, you know, a place like the dusty streets of Thabampshe. So if you want to succeed, obviously you look towards someone who has succeeded and you follow them, right? Right? Right. Alright, so what I'm going to be speaking about, Chico has other stuff she'll be speaking about. I'm sure she'll tell you, but I'm going to be telling you about what I have as a student department for you guys. I have the concept of a bright future. Now, obviously, I've gone through, all of us have gone through where we need to make decisions for ourselves. You have a scenario where, okay, so even though I'm applying, what am I applying for? Do I really want to buy a car just so I could give Molen a lift? You know, or do you want to buy a car to make somebody proud, to make yourself proud, so that when you have a family, you are able to provide for them? You know, like what is the concept of a bright future? Like when you make a decision, obviously you don't want to just say, I need to apply to university, how do I do it? You need to have a clear and conscious, you know, state where you are like, yes, I'm doing this because of that. So who can tell me? When people say, you're going to have a bright future, what do they mean? Nicholas, what do you think? Bright future? Okay, since we're trying not to waste your time and since you've been here for a long time, if you can speak. Okay, treasure, bright future.
Bright future. From what I know, normally when you say we're going to have a bright future, you mean like you're gonna get a degree, you're gonna get married, you're gonna have that big car, you're gonna have those 2 kids that you've always dreamed about. Then we say we have a bright future. That's what we normally refer to when we say bright future.
Right? I see you guys are smiling, so you agree? Yes? That is a bright future. You know, but does it really always happen? Do you always get the job that you want? Do you always get that partner that you want? Do you always get that car?
We always get the opposite of what we always get.
Right? But I mean, with what has happened in our community and the people that we know, it seems like even if you're making a dream, it won't come true. Right? No? Okay, so what I want us to do today is to take that concept, to take that mentality, put it on your hand. Somebody who's close to the window, please open the window. The girl with the dress with the 6, please open the window. Thank you. Everybody, that mentality that you cannot succeed based on the things that you've seen or anything like that. Take that, put it in your hand and throw it out the window. Okay, some people threw it out, so you guys want to hold on to that mentality. It's fine. Maybe one day you'll give it up. So, I like what Treasure said. I think you guys agree. It's about the house, the family, the job, the car. You know, that's what a bright future is. But how do you get a bright future if you're sitting here and you don't have information about how to get out? So you do need information, right? All right. So, in order for you to conceptualize a bright future, obviously you're not a robot. You're a person. You go through things. You go through emotions. You go through people talking to you. You know, you are influenced by things other than school, other than family, other than best friend, other than boyfriends, other than partners, other than spiritual advisors. You are influenced. You know, spiritual advisor tells you this, mother tells you that, and maybe most of us are influenced by our parents, our friends. But influence is always there, and it is important that you try and be an individual in your decision making. Right? So are we individuals? No? Yes? Okay. So I'm thinking, can you become successful if you come from a poverty-stricken background? All right. Okay, that is the direction I'm hoping for. Yes, you can become successful because, like Rector said, there are organizations that allow you to be successful as long as you have information to get in contact with them. And I'm sure we've heard about NS First Aid, you know, and there are a lot more. All you have to do is find them out. What I do, I'm a student, so what I do is, I use my smartphone. Believe me, it's a Lumia 520, there's like 5, 15, 20. There's like 15, 20 right now, it's not that advanced. It's very, very low. So I use my smartphone. Smartphone just means you have internet. Just just means you can say google.com and things come up. And I know you guys have that. You know, like Macho said, you guys have Facebook. Don't use Facebook for silly stuff like that. Use Facebook for serious things. So I use my smartphone. What I do is I use Google to find out anything. Say, for example, I'm sitting down and my friends are talking about Oscar Pistorius. We know he has a channel, he killed his girlfriend, stuff like that. If I don't believe what they're saying, I go on Google and I Google Oscar Pistorius, and then I have my own information. I have something that I can also share into the conversation that is relevant, that has been, you know, accepted by a wide variety of audiences. So the internet is not just something for some people or something you use for particular things, you know, to create a Facebook account. It's something you can use in your daily life. Like, for example, I was watching something, someone was saying, I'm allergic to erythropoietin. And I'm like, that sounds very biochemical, and I'm a biochemist, but I still don't know it. So I Googled it. Turns out it's something that makes the blood red if you're allergic and itch. So now I know about it, and if someone itches when they take something, I might suggest it's erythropoietin. So use Google as a source of information. We have Blackberries, and Blackberries is like the best smartphone because I formatted my memory card, I put it into my mother's Blackberry, and then everything came back. So I know it's smart. So use it for Google. Other search engines are Bing, right? And Yahoo. So instead of saying I will Google this, you can say I will Bing it or I will Yahoo it. You know, get the trend in and use the internet as a source of information. So yeah, besides poverty versus wealth, there is no line, there's no bridge, wherever you come from. As long as only you become Swani and you want to do something. You get out there, you find out how to do it, and then you can have your concept of a bright future. The person that I look up to, and I think you guys should Google, or Yahoo, or Bing, is Marianne Williamson. Marianne Wilson is known for a very special saying that says, our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That simply means you are not afraid to apply to UCT because you come from Thabampshe, the dusty streets of Masemola, where you didn't wear shoes from grade 1 to grade 3. You are not afraid of applying to UCT and taking a 13-hour drive to Cape Town to stay in their rest to study law or medicine or engineering. You're not scared of that. You are scared that they will accept you, that you will be successful, that people will say, oh, she got accepted, even though that is not, you're not afraid to apply, you're not afraid, you know, that feeling you get, that's not literal, that's feeling alive, that is excitement. So apply to UCT, because the fact that you are powerful beyond measure, that is what is supposed to motivate you to conceptualize like a bright future, saying, I want a car, I want a house, I want children, I want a family. Because we all know that if you're going to have a family, you need to be able to be in the same level as the person you're trying to make a family with. It might not work with men because they don't mind what the girls do, but I'm a feminist, it works with women. So, I hope you have conceptualized now a bright future, what it looks like, and you know what a bright light does not define you, and you know that you are powerful. Especially the people who are like in grade 10, because that is where you have most ambition. Who does physics? You do physics. Great. Which grade? Grade 12 physics. Okay, so you know about potential energy. Right, what is potential energy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you. What is potential energy? Oh, sorry, she doesn't have a voice. Okay, potential energy is energy that you have when you're in a race, right? But remember, potential energy is, if you're on the ground like here, you probably wouldn't be able to display potential energy. But if you're on a flat, you'll be able to display potential energy, because when you fall down, you know, I used to do that, you get on top of the house and then you fill balloons with water and then you spread them down. We used to do that, right? The fact that that balloon like bursts out and that excitement you feel, that's the potential energy that it has. As a human being, as a youth, especially a youth of Thabampshe, where a lot of things have been hidden or not given access to, you have future. And when you guys go to listen about the faculties that many institutions have, I hope you will imagine yourself having that idea of a bright future. And then to talk about personal goals and using education as a tool to achieve those personal goals and see that bright future.
Okay, by so doing, now I'll be touching on personal goals, right? As you all know, during choosing career path, it becomes that dreadful time for you, all of us. You don't know what to choose and stuff like that. So what I'll be trying to do is personal goals. Personal goals is the first step in setting your personal goals, is to consider what is it that you want to achieve in your lifetime. And again, setting your personal goals, you need to know what is it that you as an individual that you benefit from. And again, I like to say to you, you mustn't be scared when trying to choose a career. You must look at yourself and analyze yourself, check on your personal things, your weaknesses, your goals, what is it that you're good in doing, what is it that you're aiming to achieve. And again, in personal goals, we've got different categories for the financial ones, because there are the other people who, when coming to choose a career, they are those people who go like, I want to earn this kind of amount, I want to earn this. You cannot go into cleaning, whereas you a huge amount of money. And again, choosing a career, you must know if maybe you're interested in the public services. This one goes hand in hand with giving back to your community. Maybe let's say a police officer. A police officer, obviously, you'll be giving back to the community. One of those people that was around. And again, maybe again to the categories, again to the physical one. More levelity, what is it that you love to do? If maybe you're an athlete, when choosing a career, you can follow what is it that you love the most. You can do the athletes, you can do Tahogi team and stuff like that. And again, relevant on the career. What level do you want to see yourself in, and what level do you want to reach in life? The main thing which I'm saying this is because most people, when coming to choose a career, they become a bit stressed out. They don't know what is it that they love. They fail to understand that choosing your career mustn't be that thing alone. It will drag you, and again, it mustn't be something alone. It will stop you from achieving your own personal goals. And again, I'll be touching on the education is a tool to achieve personal and ensure a brighter future. As my HOD has already touched that, you need to know what is it that will impact, that mustn't impact your future life. You must know what is that. If I'm going to be an educator, I must know that being an educator involves this and that and that. I mustn't choose an educator, whereas the outdoors things, and then I go there to education. Believe you me, in the future, you will regret all those things. Choose the things that you'll benefit from. Look at your own self, don't stress about it. It's something that you're going to live again with in the future. And again, I mustn't be short, straight to the point. Thank you.
Aga, ebe ba sa mputsi ba mpiditse ka kwa marago. Se bohlokwa se kenya go se botsa gore tjatji la lehono ke tjatji le gore bophelo jwa go swantse bo fetoge for good. So a re nya go tlogela selo e be re tlogetse something important. Ke go le gare be e bolela e re mmele mo Williamson. Jwale ka re ke rata jilo gore mo bophelo go swantse o be le ntho o e ratao. Nna ke rata o bolela. So our deepest fear is not that we are adequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light and not our darkness that most frighten us. You playing small, sitting there, you not being able to ask questions. You not being able to come to Faculty of Best Advisories events doesn't do you any favor. Faculty of Best Advisory. We were all meant to shine as children do. And it's not in just some of us. It's not in only the people of Faculty of Best Advisory. It's in each and every one of you. So, as we let our own light shine as people of Faculty of Best Advisory, we unconsciously give other people, which is you, the permission to shine. As we are liberated from our own fears, we are liberating you. We are giving you hope for a better future. If you know, success is not selective. It's not selective, you select it. The most important thing that you can do to your life is decide what you want. Then you can do that through the direction of education. I add something very relevant before it goes on.
Mandela. Ari. Tobe. Poto. How are you? No one. Maralu chonga le thabi asin. Kama bolis Mandela. No one. No. La tero wal. Alezi. Which are what you are advice are all assassinate to papa na jigo. Like thabila all when we get out of Ufitile fao itatola selela wala la bogolo tsasemula lemon jole tabaje kholo tintshi ba dibole ke tshedi botse one mo le ba fela ba shia ona le mo le ba ke tsa ba ona then are bole lenso ona ile a ke jo mo sa bola la la ba le tsoka fela gale ke A4 ke page A4 e ngwadi aina ma fi dikela no matter o tsoka ka kaneng or papa hospital cruiser then which means mara wa hona o tsena sekolo wa ba ka ka principal wa sekolo se se wa ba tla fetsa wa ba mmera ka moso go re ke tshepa wa ba ntole le ka moso o ka itumela ka moso pleno wa pele kwae bija mona no tsena thanda se o mmo o se pila wa tlegilo se ka go diri butsi ka ba la go o ile wa se ke wa inyatsa gore o na le tšhelete or a ona tšhelete you can go to university and lena bana ba yang grade 10 gal advice o go fitla grade 10 go selecta streams go go tsamaya ka sona ka go bana gale o streams di physical science or sa di commerce or sa o fitla before o select o go belle batho ba le o ba tla itse kana mo tsi mo Thabampshe ka pela ga bona gore le nna ka re le ditshiti go fitla le ditja go pana e ke le streams se tso nga go no go qualify go dira course so let's say maybe we go ba environmental scientist and I want to do now which subject to follow. We just put inside comments. Don't think about physics, life science, or no knowledge or biology or knowledge or no degree accounting. So I advise you this class all again more than related to the University of what all of the Cape Town, then in Lena, Kafelana, Lefetelore. Lake Holland, high Eugene with the University of Limpopo, Agriculture Nugget, and Gasamulisha, high class. There is no such. No matter we should go to university, you'll get it. If you are not registered, 100% sure, whether you are not registered. By the University of Limpopo, Paraguaja, Rector of Religion, Junior of Chigua, Rawan, the Laika Malaso, Rapnaso, Maso, Rema Cuso, if it's not my logo, so to get about the whole welcome to the Jana, I know how to make the letter matter. Or no, get a school. When you it's 800 rand or 200 rand. Regasaka Hula Mazamba, Please. Lena ka fela ga le wa tsa go tsena sekolo bone go ipona ka moswane le check mabaso ka moso bone go ipona ile mama mo celebrity le gore ya mo inspire somewhere. Please apply ya mo butse mo molele le go advice ka fela ga ka fapana ga le. Then another issue ke ntwe engwe ile gore batho a re le moe ntwe re bitsa trace gore decision o itse today it will get a quality after 8 years or after 20 years. Today, 85. Why decide to know? Okay. How to choose between the stream-side commerce and stream-side science. Then today, one said, no, I'm going to do a BCom accounting or BCom economics. After 3 years, we should go to university to pass to BCom degree. Or maybe get honors. After honors, we get a university where they go with a master's so simple. We get masters. After getting masters, we go to create a position somewhere. Only me, since you go to the line of the Maro level at the line of water. Tracy, teacher, Gilligamina, who gave him to come to Mulu, Wabin Masanta, South Chief, or give him to the 2 more million. So please. If now the choice we did today, can you lower it over the land meeting, or you wish out, who will also have a bright future? Which means decision we take today or decision this year, it over the land meeting, or you wish out below. And remember, I want to know if we take I pass with Mushasha, Tiny Pequa, and water pass. Next, Ravala, our practice elevator. Chinchilla people out of graduate water, Scalafita campus, and watch out what Kimagam Party become Kimagam Party, people, Kimagam Party, so shall I say, hey, let's do this guy, whatever we will shower, please, why I will tell. It's okay, 1, 2, 3, title, and I'm going to do square all title. But I know Masia, they will be shared fully like a Mama, level was not in the next. You can associate with everybody. Then, after we get to another, we go with the one decision away with the only down 2 way neighborhoods. Then, another thing, you know, Katabaya, for like, the result was here. What lessons in agriculture. Or agriculture. But when I got 1924 or grade, Wagaya teaching or the one grade. Is the subject to go to tuition? What do you do? I Tamana, Kohodo, Uteri, Trimside Commerce, Utis Trimside Science, Utis Trimside Health. I never know what you go with your biological, with a setting max. Go over Naga, English 17 max, go over Naga, come made. Maro, maybe. Environmental science. Only the question we got containing that things the resource knowledge or fate come maybe in 1 year. Ugafajo Villa, Major Villa science, Marotolo Ugafono future to another second degree on the same line. Or at least you will invest in a great degree at the end, why grade. Then and then remember, everywhere you go, God is there. It's not empty, but it's everywhere you go. And it's not without God, but you connect people with joy. You can go there, thank you.
Ya maemo go dimo jwale re gopela o mongwe wa moeng ke moeng mo Thabampshe gore nna ke a makatšega batho ba mo Thabampshe ga ba ona mara someone from Kalepelle ko rutlile o sepetse ka dinao go tloga Kalepelle le no mpotša mara lena le tlogetše bana ba go lena ka gae seo se le botšang nna ke gopela gore le tšeng taba tša mohuto le bone bohlokwa bja taba tša mohuto ke gopela phetšhing ya Ntswaki O tswa ka Lepelle mara she studied at University of Johannesburg. A tla re fe di-tips ganyane. Ke a leboha.
Le kae? Le krato le shaka mokana ga lena. Esmole na mletsi ke nna Petunia. Ke tswa ka Lepelle mo motsomane ka Motwaneng. Ke tsena UJ ke dira BCom in industrial psychology. Psychology it is the study of human behavior. Then because I'm majoring in industrial psychology, so it is the study of human behavior in the work environment. We deal with the work environment, the organization as a whole, the human resource, which involves the employers and the employees. So she's busy arranging her transport and all. We are now in a UP, we did a physiotherapy. And the youth, mostly when my grade 10, and they was just telling me what and what do they want to become, the subjects that they're doing now, and Bekiba advisor. So what I would like to say is that identify your career right now. A lot of them, I want to do law. When I ask them, do you know what you want to branch out into law? But then they start to say that, I can say, what kind of a lawyer do I want to become? So I was just advising them all, go and do research. As they said, there are internets available. We also have libraries. Are the libraries here?
Me, 1 minute.
What?
1 minute.
Oh, okay. If there's a library, go to a library, do research regarding your career path. Go into the law stream, read, and just ask yourself what kind of a lawyer do you want to become. And some they were saying they want to become nurses. And that is also great. And what I was saying to them is that, yes, I hear that you want to become a nurse. But what I've advised you now is that go to a local clinic, volunteer for a week or so, and see how's the practical side of nursing. Because some people, they study to become doctors in the future. They've never seen the practical side of it. You get a person, they go to high school, they do the science stream, they go to university, they study to become doctors, but then when they get to a hospital, they cannot even handle it. They want to vomit and all those kind of things. So better go and volunteer at a local clinic, see how it is, and then make the decision that this is where I want to work for the rest of my life. And then, ask someone to mentor you, someone who's already been where you are going through right now, someone that is already a doctor. Ask them, how is it like to be a doctor? They'll tell you the negative side of it and also the positive side of it. Then at the end of the day, you're able to make a concrete decision that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Another thing that I want to say is that work hard. If you know you want to become a doctor, you cannot get average marks. You cannot get 50s, and then you still say you want to become a doctor. It is easy to say, but what counts most is the effort that you put into what you say. So if you work hard and you know that you want to become a doctor, then you're gonna become a doctor because of what you're doing. It doesn't help you but to say, I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, but then at home you're lazy to even study. Laziness gets you nowhere. We all know that, everything, it gets you nowhere. But the moment you know and you prioritize what is very important to you, then you're able to achieve that thing because you put in the effort into doing it. And another thing is that let us not be negative about where we're coming from and who we are. We and then a lot of us become negative because of our surroundings. You'll never become that. You'll never become that. You'll never be successful in the future. Let me just tell you one thing. What you say with your mouth is what will happen to you. If you say you cannot do it, it will happen that way because you have prophesied it with your own mouth. Your mouth is a dangerous weapon. Hence the Bible says that it can build and can destroy. So what you prophesy upon your life is what will happen unto you. If you speak good things about yourself and you say, I am that future doctor and I am that lawyer, at the moment you start to express it within yourself, we're able to see it from outside with your actions by doing it. Because of what? You are motivated from the inside. Because it all starts from the mind. If you believe you cannot do it with your mind, you won't do it. Because your mind then starts to tell the other functions of your body that, no, you're not doing it. Because she said it with another function, which was your mouth, isn't it? And so, and
And so, going on, I also want to say that let us not let our background dictate our future. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. What matters is where you're going. So do not look back and say, because I'm coming from a dusty street of Amasimula, or dusty street of Thabampshe, it doesn't matter. What matters is where you're going. If you know your goal, if you know yourself that I want to become this person, you are going to become that thing. And not like at my home, this is also a testimony that I am the first lady at my house to actually be in university. And that is a great opportunity for me. And I am really thankful to God because of He showed me that, my child, you can be different by the decisions that you make. Hence, teaching you guys about decision making. Make a decision right now, and in the future, you go back to that decision and say, oh, I'm here because of, I looked at the surroundings and I looked at whatever challenges that I was facing, and I told myself that I'm not going to let those challenges overrule me. So I'm very thankful to be here standing before you guys, and I'm glad. That was all that I just wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay. Bara a o khathale gore o tswelela ka se bohlokwa ke gore o be le ponelo pele ya gore o ya ka go ne le mong wa mo faculty of business advisory le none go ra mabeja mararo go tlo bolela ena teng go bolela ngwana sekolo teng re tswalele ro realize party le gore tlo interact so ke nya go botsa bana ba ba sekolo ba le go moki ma grade 10 le 11 le 12 go tlo ba le tutoring gore go tlo ba le ba tlo ithuša ka di problems tse le ne go natso ka di subject ka moka so o tlo ka manta ke dikae go tlo ka di 7 ka mo monyako ka 8:30 go fihlela 12:30 the whole week ba tla be ba le ruta gore ska no dula ka gae go agre kgetho ke ga gore o atla ba tla go rute go ba o dula ka gae o skwata wa bushisha ra le botsa go tswa go lena gore le tlotla go ba lenya kotla na so go re le botse jakere and then go bela gore le hlomphe nako wa bona time is the most important commodity in life gore you waste your time you waste your life you waste time you waste money time wasted can never be regained ba no bile ba bolela so jwale lena le gore event ke ya 10 o'clock o tla ka 1 o'clock next week event e thoma ka 10 re tlo tswala gate ka re go tla go ne di French balloon tsela tse dintsi ka mokana so re thoma ka 10 ene ke a tsapa lena le go mo le ka selatwele le go tshelle ba bang gore tla re thoma ka 10 next week Saturday so ke a khola le go le ka tutoring le event ya next week go gopela boledi nthabeleng a tla go le ga nyane before re tlo tswalela are mo papathele matso
Bela
Agora visi le muso
bona thabeleng ke nna ya khola ba ntshilantse ba na a ke ne mantwa mantsi go se beng ka go sepela ba se ba tlhalositse ka moka pele ke thaba no re ke la ka leo yo le la ke go bolela nyana bona so a ke tsore ke re faculty of best advisory ba thunya thusha na kana go la ke ya matric go se neng ka moruto be ke no phaparega ke no tlalelwa go se neng teo so jole le matlhatsi ka baka la gore at least dine le rena le bona mo ke ka mo ka ba tlo go le thusha wa go le tsara santse go ruteng squad ya nna go kilo tsena go ntho go university gona go ba kae le se tlo go di anye fitla bua ke no fitla mo la ka re tlo tsena o tlo tsena o tlo ya nga ke tsebe wa bona ka semester se ka sa mathomo sa se ke rile ntero wa bona ka no go go so di tsolo re tinto ma ka e na ke a di wa bona ke a tla bana ka ga exam ke bongwe le ga ntse ba ruta mo la ba tlang di no tsena ka mo dijo ka mo be se se ke serious so se mo tse ke ntlabile mo la mara le mathatsi ka baka la gore at least ka moraga rona re le seno tlalelo wa molana re ka se tlisa tlalelo re le bontšha gore wa bona o santse go tšeetse le o se ka tšea e latsela and-e ke nako gola kudu mo tabeng ya gore a se gore go e tswa like family e phulwanyana jwang ga sona go go tsena university gore jwang ke ne golela ka nna ke tswa family e so ya go tlhokela mara ke kgonne go tsena university le nna wa bona bokaone ke tla kgone bja bothomo a ka fela ga go tshwane so go nyako mpitha se sengwe o ngenge ka roko ke roko o ngenge ka yona ke tlo ne go tlhalosetsang ka segane go botsa selo ke rata batho ke rata go bolela so go nyako mpitha se sengwe le ka bonke o ne o nkemiša ebile ka segane o ema ke lakaletsa batlhatse le matlhogo
ke kgopela go botšiša jale re a fetša wa bona re tlo ya ka kua re lapile ra feleletša wa bona le thabile gape ke tlo itia batho ka difase ka mokgo ke nyako go botšiša gore na a go ne le ngwana sekolo wa nyako go leboga na ngwana sekolo ke gore a bona o kare go motivate a emiše letsogo ngwana sekolo wa go tsena sekolo sa uniform okay re tlo bua wena re go gopela monna mongwe wa apara dipaketsane ba re ke boope a ka re a re gopelele ka thuto ke a go gopela fela
so nna o lena bana ba sekolo ba e leng gore le tlile mo go tlo motivatiwa ke rata gore lena se ba le botjang sona se ba le rutang sona mo ke tše e leng gore ba fetile go tsona le ruta ke batho le kwa nnete ya magonte a kgodi ya gona go tswa go batho ba e leng gore ba fetile mo le leng gona ga jale and ebile ba nyaka gore lena se latla la sokola ka tsela e bona ba sokotšego ka gona so se ba le rutago sona ge ba boeletša ba re e tlang re tle re le kgokantšhe re lefe information e tlang le bitšeng le ba sego baka gore ba tle ba tšee se lena le seane go tswa letswele le le tswa go maswi a mantši yona ke na ona e no ba go lekoša FPA ka mošomo ye o dirago ke re tswelang pele bana ba ešo gore le ntšheng di-intellectual mo Thabampshe ke a leboga
aga jwale re fitlhile mafelelong a first part ya event ya legolo go tlo ba ka mokgwa gane jwale ge re tloga ka mokhi ka kua sekolo gore ngwane re beile dilo mo ditlaseng mo mejako gore humanities health engineering wena o tlo ya ka mo o nyako go ria yona ge e le gore o ria di-physics o tlo ya ka go engineering ge e le gore o ria humanities o tlo ya ka go tšeo di riago ge e le gore o nyako go ria di-commerce o tlo ya ka go di-commerce then o tlo rotate go di-class napile ge o tloga mokhi o tlo topa ntho e wa ya le yona ka kua then ra go tlhalosetša ka yona batho o tsena ka classeng o dutse batho ba engineering wa tsena ka ga humanities o dutse ba humanities then ba go tlhatlha gape re rata go leboga motho mang le mang wa tšerego matsapa ka gago a tla thuša rena go thuša ba bangwe ka ge rena batho ba go thuša ba go tlhatlha ba go tlhabolola ba go sedimoša le go hlatha ba bangwe gore ba be tseleng ya mannete la re kwešiša so ka go rialo re kgotlelela bana baka lena le le moki re kgotsofetše e be re sa nyake millions of people as long as ba babedi ba bararo ba 4 ba 5 ba ka hwetša knowledge e be le gore re be re nyako participata mo setšhabeng sa borena re tlo kgotsofala ka lena o tswa gorena o tlo ba mo botse wa ba mogolo ke rata le go le tlhotlheletša gape gore wang gape le botšeng ba bang next week ka Tuesday go tla be go le ba dikoloi tše dintšhi tše digolo akere ba tlo le tlhotlheletša gore ba bereka jwang go tloletšwa gore ba bereke akere so e re ke gore la bobedi ke mokibelo ke ka di 12 la kwa so le ngwale difounu tša lena ka di 12 re thoma ka 10 o'clock go tla be go le makgowa le batho ba maemo le president Zuma re mo founetse o ka re o tlo ba gona so le tleng ka mokana ra kwana ke a tshepa ka mokana ga lena le and again ke gore setšhaba bana ba ka ge re tloga mo a ke le kwešišitše gore re tlo tla ka line wa tšea fomo ra ya ka kwa ditlaseng
Then the so that next year I will do like an exhibition where
re tlo gopela ba go ya commerce ba go ya commerce e be bona ba sepela go pele ba go ya commerce ba tswe le ba šetšo ba le tertiary ba go ya commerce ba šale morago then go tla šala go ya physics then re tlo ba šala morago then difomo tše ke re tlo di care sepela re tšhaiša so re a ka kua lo ka ka ditlatse gore le kgone go kwešišana le go leišana ga motse so se ka la ya ke ditlhogo ba le boga re tla bona